Welcome back, everyone. Tony here with North Vector Bassin. Glad to have you back. Yes, it has been a hot minute since I've been able to drop a video and any new content, and we have 2020 to thank for that, along with it being winter here in Indiana. So hopefully 2021 will leave 2020 in the dust and be an awesome year for you, for me, for everyone. Now, to today's video. A couple of different things I wanted to kind of touch on. We're going to talk about some of my favorite gear as far as rods and reels. Perhaps my drone, my camera, my slider, just a plethora of stuff. Part of the reason also that the last couple of months I've been offline is a huge home remodeling project. I say huge. It's a basement bathroom. We don't have one. We didn't have one. We have one now. And that has taken basically all of my waking time and efforts to build and to make happen. So we just took a spare section of our basement and decided we're going to make that our bathroom, and with the help of YouTube videos and a lot of actionable intel out there for it, I was able to actually do the entire thing myself. And we're talking about everything from building the wall to the electrical, the plumbing, laying floor, you name it, we did everything. I've got a small, probably 2-minute video of the end result, which I will definitely share with you, because to me, I think it's amazing. I think it turned out amazing, and I'm actually just tickled pink that I was able to do it myself. Well, it's been a lot of work, but it's done. Shall we see? Entree. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the new basement bathroom. Yeah, that's me in the mirror. It's still got some work, but it is finito, with just a little bit of touch-up to do. Here's our corner shower. Let's see if I can back up out of here a little bit. Try to give you a bit of a pano here. Alright, so starting at the edge and working our way around. And there it is. Whew, Lord, that was a lot of work. And not hired out. Now, I don't have a problem with hiring out stuff that I can't do, but I love to be able to do stuff myself and keep it cost efficient. So, speaking of being cost effective, my gear. gotta be honest with you, I can't afford the latest and the greatest rod and reel and line and lure and everything that goes with that. So I deal with probably some older stuff and some newer stuff, but probably not the top of the line stuff. We'll give you an idea, man. I got like 12 rod and reel combos from ultralight to medium to bait casters, and none of this stuff is mega expensive. Just don't have the bank for that. A lot of people like us are in it, but just to name a few, I've got Berkeley, Cast King, Jawbone, South Bend, Abu Garcia, Daiwa Samurai, Field and Stream Tango, Tech Spec Black, Lose American Hero. These are the rods. Grit Stick. These are the rods that I've been able to pick up kind of along the way. In my years of fishing, and I've got a handful of favorites here that I'm going to share with you. Again, this is about actionable intel, and for a lot of us out there, man, I mean, we can't afford those big ticket items, right? So, but I've got a lot of confidence in everything that I'm running here, and I love the fact that I'm not spending an arm and a leg to get it, to have it, to use it, right? So I got to start off with probably my most favorite bait casting combo, and that would be this Jordan Lee series Quantum reel and rod and reel graphite setup. This guy right here has probably got to be one of my favorites. And again, it's not a huge expensive a deal. This is a medium heavy fast action 6 foot 1-piece rod graphite with a Quantum, what is it, 6/6 to 1 6 bearing bait caster reel. I love this thing. It's smooth, it's silk. You know, I can dial this in for just about any bait that I want to throw, any lure that I want to throw. It's never let me down. I take it with me wherever I go, whether I'm on my boat, whether I'm on my kayak, or whether I'm walking the bank. This is, if I'm taking a bait caster, this is my go-to each and every time. Now, for my second favorite is going to be the Lose Speed Spool. Wow, get that out, right? That's a tongue twister. So again, this is an 8-ball bearing system. This is a 7/5 to 1 reel. Again, it's an older model, but came across it for I think $30, and you just can't go wrong with this reel. Now, I've got this coupled, and I know I'm probably going to get roasted in the comments for it, but this is a Cast King 7 foot 1-piece Speed Series rod. And I know Cast King is not a go-to for many people, but I know I'll not only have this Cast King rod, but I've got 2 others over there. One is my worm rod, and one is my jig rod, and this is my spinnerbait rod. And I got to be honest with you, I love these things. If they're getting a bad name somewhere, I'm not sure where it's coming from. These are affordable. These are clean. These are, at least from my experience, these are really nice rods for the money. Okay, so, and again, we're not talking about breaking the bank. We're talking about being able to afford to get this gear and use it, right? Without breaking the bank. I mean, you could spend $200, $300 a reel, $100, $200 a rod, and then you can't afford to go anywhere and do anything. all your money's tied up in your gear, right? Okay, so moving on to the spinning combos. Okay, so this is, well, again, one of my favorite spinning combos. Again, this is a Lew's American Hero 6.5 foot rod, medium heavy, and I've got that coupled. Now this is probably going to be a kick in the pants, but an older Bill Dance special edition 40 series spinning rod, right, or spinning reel. Only 4 ball bearings, right? And a lot of people, I guess, again, affordable, functional. I have every confidence in the world in this reel and in this rod combo when it comes to spinning. And again, these guys are on kind of the medium heavy side, both in rod and reel. My second favorite in that medium combination is, and again, and if you're gonna roast me, do it, that's fine. Grit stick is the graphite rod that I have right here. Again, 2-piece, medium, just a medium rod, right? Didn't cost me an arm and a leg. And here, and you're gonna be hard pressed to find one of these. This is a Browning Stalker Gold spinning reel, 5 ball bearings. It's probably what, 5:1 to 1, right? But that is an absolutely gorgeous reel, number one, and 2, just super smooth. I'm running like probably 6-pound braid on this, and man, it casts and launches with the best of them. Again, one of my all-time favorites in the medium category. Now, moving to the ultralights, right here. Whoops, hold on. And I wasn't watching where I was going, and I just hooked myself. This is going to be a minute. Whew, okay. Crisis averted. Going to the ultralights, right? And I take probably both of these, all these light rods with me when I go out on my yak, just because if I find a really sweet crappie spot, these bigger rigs, can you catch them on them? Sure you can. The ultralights, though, man, are just a bomb when you're going for panfish, whether it be crappie, big bluegill, shellcracker, whatever. Love this combo. This is a Field and Stream Tango. Yeah, I know. Roast away. And I've got that coupled with my my BX 500 ultralight 12, 13 ball bearing speed reel, and this is just a beautiful ultralight spinning reel, and man, have I caught some fish on this. Also, again, as you can tell, one of my all-time favorites. Now, coming up, this guy right here, again, none of these are super expensive, and you can get them. This is another Field and Stream Tech Spec Black, right? This is a medium fast 6 foot, 6.5 foot rod. The action is absolutely wonderful on this, and I've got that coupled with my my real King EF 1000. Again, it's a simple reel. I think this is a 6:1 to 1 reel combination, and again, as far as in the ultralight division, man, it's hard pressed to be beaten. You know what I'm saying? Again, I've got thin braid on this, and it's been absolutely phenomenal for me on the water. So just kind of wanted to touch base on my gear for a couple of reasons. You can go head over heels with your gear and just spend a phenomenal amount of money, or hopefully with this actionable intel, you can be a little bit more cost effective and have quality gear that you've got confidence in, that you can take with you in just about in any environment that you want to fish in. And I've got probably another 6 or 8 rod and reel combinations over there, but these are kind of my go-tos. But every situation's a little different. Now I don't take all 12 of these, when I travel and go fishing. I'm going to seek out, depending on what we're going for. I'm always going to have an ultralight. I'm always going to have one of these medium spinning rods, and I'm going to have 2 of these bait casters. So I'm going to take 4 rod and reel combinations with me, and they're going to be able to throw everything I've got in my tackle box. So again, I just want to touch on this, on being on some of this stuff being very cost effective or cost efficient, whatever the case, and so that you don't have to break the bank on just the rod and reels, leaving you more money to actually get out, get to the spot. It affords you other baits and lures and terminal tackle and other gear. So again, just really quickly, just wanted to touch on that as far as the gear goes, as far as the rod reel combination and that kind of gear goes. Another aspect of the channel I want to talk about is, the actual video and channel prep gear. So right now I'm coming to you off my Nikon DSLR, and I got to be honest with you, I love this camera. It is so user friendly and easy to get into for beginners, and it's advanced enough to take you to that next level. So pretty much use that for the studio stuff, and again, my basement is my studio. It's the only place I got left in the house I can call my own, right? So that, and we all use GoPros, the Heroes and other action cams for, the footage that we're doing on the water or walking the bank or whatever we're doing in that sense. And what can you say about those? Everybody's got them, everybody uses them, and that's what they're there for, and they do a fantastic job. I've got a couple of different sliders that I use here, and I'll post up a little video clip of my big slider. And that just, again, is for, the dramatic effect of showing, water and fish and gear and a standing platform kind of thing. But again, they're super affordable. You can get these guys just about everywhere, eBay, Amazon, you name it. And again, they won't cost you an arm and a leg if you're thinking about getting into a channel or just doing stuff to have for posterity. So touched on that, and the final thing that I'm really wanted to touch on is I get a lot of questions on some of the aerial footage that I've put on my videos, and people are asking me what kind of drone that I have. So I have a very inexpensive drone. It's from Parrot. It's the Bebop 2, and the beauty of it is, along with all my other gear, this is a very affordable drone if you're looking for one. It is not going to break the bank. It has everything that the big name, DJ1, Phantoms, and Mavics, and all these others that you can pay $600, $900, $1,200 and up for. It has the 1080p high def camera, and it's just an absolute dream to fly. Now I couple my Bebop with the Sky Controller, and the Sky Controller affords me range that is phenomenal. We're talking about up to 2 miles. I gotta be honest, I'm never going to push this 2 miles away from me. Especially when I'm around water. But I have pushed this thing across a reservoir that's probably, I'd say, close to a mile wide, there and back with no issues at all. So I'm absolutely in love with this thing. Now, as far as my video controller that I run my flight software on, that again was an eBay find. It's an Asus ZenPad 8, and I think I got it for 35 bucks. But it's a 10-inch model. It fits on the Sky Controller. I see everything that I need to see and then some. It's just a beautiful combination. And I'll probably roll that video here so you can kind of just get an eyeball at what it is. And again, when I say affordable, I'm talking I've got less than $400 in the complete setup, and that is with the case, right? We're talking about the drone itself, multiple batteries, the Sky Controller, the ZenPad, the case. Again, if you're looking for a drone option, I am gonna, and none of this is sponsored, trust me, okay? I'm just sharing with you the tools of my trade, if you will. And if you're looking for a drone and you're not willing to pay that kind of money for the big boys and the big brands, check these out. They are absolutely awesome. Okay, I think we've covered just about everything that I wanted to cover on that. But what I wanted to say is, look, if you're new to the channel and you like the content I'm dropping, please subscribe, hit the like button, click the bell icon to be notified when the next video drops. And look, if you've got cost-effective options for tackle, for rod, reel, independence, or combination. Better yet, if you've got comments or if you've got input on some different rods and reel combinations in this, what I call cost-effective range, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you're running, what you found, what you use, both in the rod options and in the reel options. And look, I'm always on the hunt for different line combinations. I've tried copolymer, polymer, mono, braid, all of that, but there's so much line out there. It's really difficult to zero in on something that's one, cost effective, two, good quality, and three, a single type of line that you could run for all of your reel combinations, from your ultralights to your medium spinning to your bait casters. And what I mean by that is, of course there's going to be different weight classes, but is there a go-to line maker? Is it Seaguar? Is it P-Line? Is it Berkeley? What is it that you've used that, again, is in this cost-effective range? Because I can go out there and I can find some serious line, right, at a serious cost. But we get back to the whole scenario. Why I'm showing you this is keeping it cost-effective, that you don't break the bank in using it. You've got quality product and confidence. So anyway, I think that's going to sum it up for this episode. I'm going to come back next week. I'm going to dig into my tackle boxes. I'm going to show you stuff from my panfish, crappie, bluegill, shell cracker, baits and lure combinations to bass, whether they're smallmouth, largemouth, rock bass, whatever the case may be, and all and up, everything from your little jigs to your top water frogs and everything in between. So I'm going to break out all the tackle boxes and kind of go through. I'll give you my favorites, and I'll show you what I'm sitting on. There's a lot that I haven't used yet because I just haven't been at the right spot at the right time to use this lure yet, right? So I'm always on the look for, again, lures and baits, right? They fall in the same category as all our fishing tackle, whether it's rod reel combination, terminal tackle, baits and lures, all of that stuff. So again, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about you know, baits and lures in that category. Now, every now and then I'll jump out and I'll spend the money, man, on a 6 cents lure. And I gotta be honest with you, there's a couple of 6 cents lures that I absolutely love that have produced for me over and over and over in like from a pond, a creek, to a lake, a reservoir. And I give you a little heads up on that one. It's the Hyper Jerk 70 in electric chicken. If you don't know about it, go out, check it out, look at it. I tell you what, I've thrown that everywhere, and it has always caught fish. I'm going to leave you on that note. Again, this is Tony with Northwestern Baxton. Thank you so much for joining me today. And let me take up some of your time and putting this video out. Hope you find it entertaining, informative, and we'll see you on the next one. And you know what to do. Put a hook in it.